way of the Lord seems unequal.
God loves you and I.
Nice claim there, Matt. Got any evidence to back it up that doesn't commit yet another logical fallacy?
And the reason that the problem of evil is not a problem for Christianity, it never was, is because God, at the end of time, is going to judge and make every single wrong right and bring justice to every single injustice that's happened all throughout history.
Wrong! First, let's get one of these straight. Justice, as defined by God, is what is right by Him, not necessarily what is right by us. In Psalm, I don't know if it's 51 or 53, where after David sinned with Bathsheba, David committed adultery with his wife Bathsheba. Then David had Joab, put Uriah, her husband, in the front line so he would be killed. He murdered him. So what did God say? What did David say? Against thee, and thee only have I sinned. Not against Uriah, but against thee, God. Hold on, I'm going to look this up. The fact that he sinned against Uriah, the only reason God got angry was because it was a sin against him, you see. In sinning against his fellow man, he sinned against God. But the fact that he sinned against Uriah was incidental. Collateral. What really mattered was this. Let me find it. Psalm 51, 53. I'm angry at God. I need these glasses to see. Even with these glasses, I can't see. Psalm 51. Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according to unto the multitude of thy tender mercies. I curse God I can't see even with these reading glasses. I curse God I can't get laser eye surgery so I can see like I used to. I curse God that I need glasses. Blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me and cleanse me from. It's hard to read. If my eyes are getting worse, I curse God. Let him kill me. I'd rather die than not be able to see. For I acknowledge mine transgressions, and my sin is ever before thee. Against thee only have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight. Notice David did not say against my fellow man Uriah. Against thee, O God. Against thee only have I sinned. And look at what happened to David. He got to marry the wife he committed adultery with. Got to screw her a whole lot more. No apology was made to Uriah. In fact, the bastard child by David and Bathsheba, the child of adultery, God killed that child. And why? Because his name would have been smirched. Because he, through Nathan the prophet, told him, because of this, you David, by this wicked act, have given an occasion to the enemies of the Lord to blaspheme. So, what about the injustice? So, God's going to correct and make right every crime, every sin committed against him, but not necessarily against every person. Let me give you an example. Let's put myself in this. Let's say I break into her house and kill her 3 children and her dog. and rape her and steal everything she's got and get away with it. Let's say this woman is not saved, never gets saved. Let's say I do get saved. God forgives my sin, throws it as far as the east to the west. He's never gonna make that what the wrong did to her. The wrong did to this woman is never gonna be made up to her by God. First of all, since she's not saved, she's gonna burn in hell forever and ever. Secondly, because I've been forgiven, God's not even gonna mention the sin I did. God's not gonna give her justice because God justice has been already done to God. You see, the sin has already been paid for by Jesus. What about the animals that are treated cruelly? There's no justice going to be given to them, especially if they have no afterlives. What a cruel God that he could create animals that are tortured and have a miserable existence, and there's no afterlife for them. No right making it right by them. So don't hand me this shit. Everything's gonna. That's why I want to take revenge for myself, because God's not gonna avenge. If somebody robs me, God's not gonna avenge me because a person offended me. He's gonna take revenge on this guy who robbed me because in his robbing me, this guy broke one of the 10 Commandments: "Thou shalt not steal." And that's what he's gonna. He's gonna have to make it right to God for what he did to God in breaking one of the 10 Commandments and stealing against me. You see, that's why I want to take revenge. That's why if this guy robs me, I'm gonna find this guy if I can. If I can get away with it, I'm a multiply. I'm not just gonna get even. I'm gonna get even multiple times over. If I can do it and get away with it, I'll kill the son of a bitch and torture him till he dies. Because God's not going to truly give me justice. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Why can I take vengeance? Why can I not take revenge on this motherfucker and be forgiven by God just for asking for forgiveness? Or if I'm saved and if you cannot lose your salvation, I'll get to heaven and he'll but ultimately forgive me and let me into heaven.